Hello YouTube. I've had some requests to do this, and I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I decided today would be a nice day since it cooled off a bit, to make a little walk around video of my first car, a 1986 AMC Eagle limited wagon. I got it off Craigslist for $1,300, and I've put about 1,000, a little bit more maybe, in parts. So, and I got it roadworthy not too long ago. It's still plenty of stuff that needs to be done, but let's get started. It's got the 4.2 liter 258 AMC inline 6, the 3-speed automatic transmission. It's got the shift on the fly 4-wheel drive, and I'm going to be keeping this as stock as I can. The only modifications I'll be making are mainly stuff to make it a better driver, but and I do have the trim art for that. I just need to glue it back on, but it's got the wire spoke hubcaps with all 4 of the center caps present. I added in a grill off an 82 AMC Spirit GT with a new old stock emblem. My original grill was cracked and somewhat broken, so I treated myself to that for my 19th birthday. Here's one little issue. I bought it this way, but it's got a nice dent in it. Unless they can be fixed, I've got a replacement flare and a trim piece, and I'm going to try to just bang the fender out, I guess. And rust-wise on the body, it's pretty good. I mean, there's little stuff like little patches here and there throughout the whole car. There's one right there. And I don't know if you can tell in the video, but this thing is absolutely filthy. I just haven't gotten a chance to wash it. And I've got actually a few AMC emblems to put on that, which I need. Little dust there. But other than that, on the body, it's really, really good. And in terms of the underside, the worst parts, there you go. That's about the worst part. Right there. But other than that, it's quite clean under here, and another Eagle driver I saw said the same thing. That's really the only rust on this underside of this whole car, and for being a New Jersey Eagle, it is quite clean under here. Yeah, aside from that one spot, everything's good. And all the door handles work properly. The rear hatch actually holds itself open on its own power, so that's good. And I don't have the radio antenna on here, in case anyone's wondering. We needed to take that off for a few repair work elsewhere, but let's go inside. And this is my favorite part. Look at you can see for yourself, these seats are in amazing shape. You'll be hard pressed to find another set of AMC Eagle seats in this condition. And aside from, I believe, just power options and the rear hatch with a defroster and rear wiper, I think it's got everything else. But it's got the sports steering wheel with the center horn button in pretty nice shape. I got the steering wheel cover on it. It's not because the steering wheel's bad. It's actually in mint shape. I have it to actually preserve it. And it's got, at this point, it's almost ready to turn over to 88,000 miles. And yes, I do have a tachometer, and believe it or not, it works. And like I said, this does have the shift on the fly 4-wheel drive system, so you can just, whether you're stopped or not, flick it from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive, and that's it. You don't have to come to a complete stop like earlier models and pull something down here. It's got an original radio that also works. I believe it's the highest, like the best version you could get in these cars. The AM/FM electronically tuned cassette player with DNR, and it does work both the radio and the cassette part. I've got the gauge package down here. All the gauges work properly. I also got an unbroken hood release kit knob, which is very hard to find in these cars, as well as a working tachometer, and I have both. One thing it also needs is it needs an inspection, because yeah, 2004, it's been a while, so it's in need of an inspection, but the parking brake cable broke and I'm in the process of replacing that. It's got the fog lights. I don't know if you noticed the holes drilled out. Just the fog lights weren't, the original ones weren't included. I've got some to put on. I just need to adapt the wires on that to hook up to the original switch. But another thing is the headliner is sagging, falling down, whatever you want to call it, all over the place. I mean, it's not ripped, but you may be able to see here it's faded, so not sure if I should replace it or re-dye it. I don't know, but that's the only one of the only broken interior plastics. I already have the piece to replace it. And yeah, I mean, I've been driving this for a little while and I really like it. I've already gotten a BMW to honk at me, and I've already gotten a few nods of approval. So I'll just go to the back seat now. The back seat looks like it's never been sat in, really. It's in beautiful, beautiful shape. All the seats are in beautiful shape. Yeah, and actually, under here I actually have some literature which I want to set up a display thing for auto shows and all that. I got one for the 1980 lineup with the Spirit Concorde and even the AMC Eagle the first year it came out. There you go. And I've also got, not related to the AMC Eagle, but 77 AMC sales brochure from the Detroit Auto Show, featuring the lovable Pacer, the Gremlin, the Hornet, the Matador, and I think that's it, and like all the interior options. I've also got a new old stock sales brochure for the 86 Eagle. Lists all the options it has and standards it came with, which is how I was able to tell what was original and what it came with. And I even have, which I picked up at the Englishtown swap meet, an original sales brochure for an 86 Eagle. And also it's got the upgraded overhead dome light with the reading lamps, which they all work. And just in the back I've got this cargo cover. Even though it's black, it's actually my original the original honey tan color, which is correct for this car. Cargo covers, believe it or not, for people who don't know these cars very well, is ironically one of the hardest things to find. And like I said, hatch holds itself up, and I just got all my spare parts in here and stuff. Like this is pretty much all the spare parts I've accumulated. I've got an overhead console from a '95 Grand Cherokee to put in, which that's a fun upgrade to do. I got clear turn signals. There are my fender flares. Yeah, and also you can see that it's my original color. And let's see. One of my favorite things about this car is just the fact the gas cap's hidden, which you don't see anymore. Alright, I guess I'll start it up now. I'll start it up and I'll show you what's under the hood. Alright. You'll also be able to see the working tachometer. See? Working tachometer. There's still a few running issues with it, which we need to work those kinks out, but alright, I'll go show you under the hood. Also, it's got a new catalytic converter and the pipe that goes from that to the muffler. Doesn't look too pretty right now, but I upgraded the rock arm cover, and I got the Motorcraft 2150 carburetor, I believe it is. Got rid of a lot of the emissions stuff. Like I said, there's still stuff that needs to be done under here, but it's running and it drives. And aside from one of the things we did for it, aside from the booster, it's pretty much got an all-new braking system. The master cylinder's new lines, new pads, new rotors, new shoes, new everything except the booster. I also got new battery cables and but yeah, I mean, it's only got 87,000 miles, and there's still some stuff that needs to be done, but it works pretty well. I've been driving it for a few weeks now. Alright, I'll shut it off now. And it's also got the courtesy lighting underneath the dashboard, which is another optional feature. And it also doesn't have a roof rack, so it's a much cleaner look without it. But that's about it. I mean, maybe someday or sometime or another I'll get some driving videos of it when it's a little bit better, but I just figured I'd show you what I've got. I mean, I really enjoy driving this, even though it took me a lot longer than I thought to get it roadworthy. But I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you like this video, subscribe, and chances are I'll definitely get more. Okay, YouTube, have a good day.